Have you ever wondered how to overcome fear? First, there's rational fear and there's irrational fear. Fear is here to protect us. So if we just say, I want to overcome fear, that can be really dangerous. I mean, you should fear stepping in front of a truck. You should fear if someone has a gun to your head. You should fear if you almost got in a car accident or if intuitively you feel someone's really dangerous. Our fear sensors inside of our body are highly tuned to protect us. Evolution has made it that those that fear survive. So fear itself is not a bad thing, but irrational fear absolutely is. That's usually what gets in the way, is irrational fear. Irrational fear is not a real danger. It's like when someone is scared to fly on an airplane and they're more likely to die in a car accident. That's an irrational fear. Because the brain actually responds to things that are new, unknown, or just plain weird in a scary way. We find an airplane scary because we don't ride on airplanes as much as we sit in a car. The first time that we're in a car, the first time we're driving a car, we might be more nervous than maybe when we're driving 20 years later. Fear is there to protect us from the unknown, from that rustle we hear in the forest. We think it's a tiger or a bear, even if it's a chipmunk, because it's unknown, it's unexpected. It triggers our brain to pay attention. So if the brain protects us, it's not always helpful though. We can't live in a fearful state anytime there's something new. So how is it that you overcome fear? Well, first you want to ask yourself, is it rational or irrational fear? Next, we want to look at what is your body feeling? Allow that to happen and identify what's happening when you feel fearful. Third, you want to listen with your heart and your brain. It's one thing to know in your brain that it's safer to fly than it is to sit in a car, but it's a whole nother thing to actually feel it in your heart. Allow yourself to work through that fear. When you're feeling that fear, recognize it's probably just something new. Fourth, if you commit to the first few steps, instead of saying that you're going to do the entire journey, that makes it a lot easier to give yourself an out. To say, yeah, I'm uncomfortable right now. This is fearful, this is scary, this is new, and I'm also still going to take 3 or 4 steps in that direction instead of just shutting down. Lastly, think about how taking those first few steps will help you build the muscle to stand up to your fears. The more that you do it, the easier it is to be able to stand up to your fears and to try things that are new. Now go do it. What are you going to do to stand up to your fears and to build that muscle? Put it in the comments below. We would love to hear what you are going to do.